Welcome back, everybody. First off, how about this view? It is a beautiful view. I actually scouted around earlier today to try to find this to make this video, and that is not a green screen, folks. And I will also tell you that what you guys see here on the camera, and this is going to go or rather hold true for the rest of this video. Cameras simply cannot do the beauty of this place justice. So this place, where are we? We are right now just outside of Zion National Park in Utah, and we did go into Zion as well. And basically what this video is about, a simple vlog letting you guys know about the Brownells Social Summit 2019, which is what I'm at right now and is winding up tonight. So basically all the activities are done except for heading to the airport in the morning. So we flew into Las Vegas, took a bus, about a 3-hour ride. The bus was basically one gigantic Nerf gunfight, bus ride for 3 hours. And once we got in, it was dark. Went for a little go-kart excursion in the dark with a map. I was the guy with the map. However, somehow Yeti, the Jeep called Yeti, for those of you guys that don't follow him on social media, took point and definitely got a lot of people lost.
I'm not sure this is the right way now. I don't know if this is the right way. Oh, Jesus. What did he do? Jesus. What the hell is going on?
Then I took over and we found our house. House is beautiful. I think, as I said, it sleeps like 52 people. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I've definitely been enjoying that in between activities. So we'll just walk you through sort of timeline wise what's going on. And so I guess the first morning we just had breakfast. I don't think we did anything interesting. Came back and then we went canyoneering, if you will. And the place that we went was called the Temptress. And essentially we traveled approximately, I would guess, 4 to 5 miles throughout this route. And during that time, rather, going through obviously beautiful redstone canyons and doing some rappelling along the way. For those of you guys that are in the military or have been in the military and done military rappelling, it was really nothing like that, and apparently that was by design. So we didn't have gloves, which is the first thing that I thought was really weird. I've never done rappelling without gloves, because of course you guys who've done it know, you have your brake hand and you could throw it out and basically work it like a throttle for your speed. Here, apparently they didn't want folks going fast, which makes sense because there's no real like pre-qualifications for folks to get out there, and they said to have elderly people and stuff like that show up. But for members of the group, there's definitely some folks that were freaking out a little bit, and that's cool because it's a new thing, pushing boundaries. And a lot of people just have a hard time trusting a rope. I've seen that throughout my life, and definitely that was no different during this. But I think a lot of people had some, I guess, personal growth, if you will, during it. A lot of people had fun. So it was definitely a good time going through there with the folks. They split us up into 2 different groups simply because if it was all of us at once, and I should say that there are, I think, are 16 or 18 of us, I'm not sure. I will roll everyone's social media handles down below in the video description if you guys don't follow the people that you're seeing here throughout the video just being rolled in. So my group was myself, Hank Strange, Lola Strange, Chris from Real Dirty Harry, Roy from Brownells, trying to think who else, also Ryan from Brownells. I know I'm pissing Aaron and Sean from We Like Shooting. I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Mo Kaysen, Big Mo, who does a lot on the Food Network and those sorts of things. He's a master griller and a master barbecuer. Him, I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Either way, if I'm missing them, I will roll them in. And then there was the other group, which is the other half people. And again, that was just so we didn't get so bottlenecked when doing the rappelling. Went through that, came back, had dinner. That was day 1. Day 2 was this morning. And this morning we went out, and a lot of us went out shooting clays. For those of you guys who are gun guys, which is probably the majority of you, they had 2 guns out there, both in 20 gauge. One was a Mossberg Maverick, one was a Remington 870 Express. Funny story, actually 2 of those were Expresses. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of Remington Express shotguns, at least the current production ones. In fact, it's one of the few guns I recommend people do not buy ever. Current production ones, the older ones are fine. I picked it up, went to, line my sights and kind of get used to the terrain out there. And of course it's missing a bead. And the guide who was with us said that those 2 guns, both of them, the beads fell off with the first range session that they had them out at. proves my point. However, the guns did function. We definitely had some fun out there, and shooting clays without a bead is a little bit challenging, but we definitely did get some hits for sure. And of course, it's just fun if you get to pull a trigger on a gun anytime. So the backdrop was also beautiful, I should say, which generally is the case out here for sure. And then this afternoon, rather, I should say, we went out on I think they called it like a Jeep tour or something like that, where basically some of the actually the ridgeline over there, yeah, it should be on, yeah. Let me look on your camera. It's right here behind that evergreen tree rather. We went up on top of that ridgeline and basically got a scenic view of everything out there. It was gorgeous, and we were actually with Yeti, a Jeep called Yeti, and the Wild YOLO. If you guys don't know, they're an adventure racing team, and they build really crazy off-road rigs and take them around the world, really, not just around the country, around the world, and race them, and they live in them too, which is really cool. So it was actually kind of funny to sit with them because they knew everything and every mod that had been done in the Jeeps, and just to hear that was kind of cool. So we went around, took some pictures, those sorts of things, sightseeing, went through an REI camp, which I didn't even know this existed, but we went through that, and then we came back, had dinner, and now I'm out here making this video. But it's just a really great event, and like the purpose of it is so that way folks who are creators on different platforms, because a lot of these people here aren't YouTubers, a lot of them are like Instagrammers or probably even other things that I don't know about. Pinterest, one guy I know was saying he was doing a lot on Pinterest. So folks who are just out there on social media who work with Brownells. I'm not sponsored by Brownells in any way, however I do work with them, and it was just to kind of get us all together and get a way that we could learn from each other, get better together, share ideas, share what's working, what's not working, because as you guys know, particularly in the gun space, it's somewhat difficult sometimes working in the social media world, and a lot of us have discovered little tips and tricks that help us get reach and prevent the kind of throttling or those sorts of things that different social media companies do. Either way, don't want to make it about that. But yeah, so that's what it was all for. Get together, share ideas, learn, grow, get better. We're working with Brownells, trying to help them get better, and they're doing the same with us. So I definitely appreciate that for sure. And that's it tonight. Hitting the sack, flying back to Carolina, and then going about my daily routine, I suppose you could say. But I've actually been on the road. For those of you guys watching this, I'm not sure when it'll be up, but I've been on the road for like 28 of the last 29 days. So we just finished the RV trip. I was on the road a little bit before that, so it'll be good to get back and not leave the house for like a couple weeks. That'll be big. Should have more videos up for you guys as well, because the videos have been a little bit lagging due to that. But either way, that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to take you along, roll some photos in here of the really cool stuff that we did in the beautiful region that this absolutely is. If you guys have never been and you like this type of scenery that you guys are seeing right here, absolutely highly recommend it. Like I said, the camera simply cannot do it justice. It's absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And it's a great place. Everyone here has been super nice, super friendly, and just an awesome place, an awesome experience. Big thanks to Brownells and everybody who came out. I truly appreciate them having me out here. And that's pretty much it. We're going to roll in a bunch of B-roll stuff that I couldn't get in here while I was talking for you guys to check out as well. Some scenic shots and those sorts of things. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Truly appreciate it. Look forward to seeing all of you in the next video.